this video, I'm going to show you how to install ArchLinux with Cosmic Desktop on your computer in just a few minutes. This simple guide will help you quickly install and set up your Cosmic Desktop environment with Arch on any PC or laptop. For demonstration, I will be installing ArchLinux with Cosmic Desktop on my laptop running latest Windows 11 operating system. I have allocated a dedicated and empty drive for this purpose, where I will be installing ArchLinux. This will result in a dual boot configuration with both operating systems running from separate drives. However, if you prefer to install Arch alongside Windows 11 on the same drive, I have included a link to the video in the description down below. Now with that being said, it's time to get started with the ArchLinux installation process. First, head over to the Arch website and click on the download button from the top right corner. Then choose the closest mirror to your location and download the latest ISO file. Then download Rufus to burn the ISO image to the USB drive. You can also use Etcher or Ventoy drive. Once both files are downloaded, place them somewhere on your desktop for easier navigation. Now go ahead and open Rufus and run as administrator. Then connect your USB drive to your computer. Then select your USB drive and import the ArchLinux ISO image. I'm going to choose the partition scheme as GPT, as this laptop uses UEFI BIOS mode with the GPT partition scheme. Then follow the prompts and accept to start creating a bootable USB with Arch. This will take some time depending on the writing speed of your USB drive. Once it's done, restart your computer and enter the BIOS using your keyboard shortcut. Now mostly it could be F2, F9 or the escape key. In my case, my computer has booted into the startup menu, and I'm going to press F10 to access the BIOS menu. In the UEFI BIOS, turn on USB boot and disable secure boot. Then change the boot order and set the USB drive as the first boot option. Once it's done, save the changes. Now your system will boot into Arch from the USB drive. If it fails to boot, use the boot menu to load archinstall media. Now on your monitor, you will see a terminal expecting for input. Now keep in mind that the mouse functionality is disabled and you need to rely on the keyboard. Then type this command to increase the size of the console. Press enter to execute the command. Before installing ArchLinux, make sure your computer is connected to the internet. If you are using built-in Wi-Fi support, use the iWCTL to connect to the internet. Now simply type iWCTL in the terminal to enter shell mode. Then type device list to see available network interfaces. Now look for WLAN 0 and ensure it's turned on. If it's off, enable it by typing this command. Then type this command to see the list of Wi-Fi networks. Now run the command station WLAN 0, connect and enter your Wi-Fi network name, then press enter key and type your Wi-Fi password. Now wait for 5 seconds and press enter to connect to the internet. You might not see any output. That means the connection was successful. Now exit the IWD mode. And that's it, you have successfully connected to the internet. Now run the ping command to make sure you are receiving packets. Now type this command to synchronize the package database. Then install Arch keyring by typing this command. By default, Arch ISO comes with the Arch install package. You can check the version by running this command. If the package is not installed or outdated, you can run this command instead. For now, I'm going to select No. It's time to format the drive and prepare it for the Arch installation. Type lsblk to see a list of all connected drives to your computer. You can also use fdisk-l command to see more information about the drives. In my case, devsda is the drive where I want to install ArchLinux. It's important to be careful and make sure that you're formatting the right drive. Once you have confirmed the correct drive, run the command gdisk devsda to replace SDA with your drive. In the gdisk, press X and hit return to enter the expert mode, and then press Z to erase the drive, and follow the prompts to complete the drive erasing process. Now at this point, the drive devsda should be brand new and free of any partitions. Now run the Arch installer by typing archinstall and press enter. Use the arrow keys to navigate through the options and press enter to select. Then set the system language. Then choose your locale. In my case, I'm leaving the first 3 options at their default values. Now go ahead and choose disk configuration. Select partitioning and choose the first option. Now choose the drive you want to install Arch. In my case, it's devsda. Select the drive by pressing either the space bar or the tab key. You will see an asterisk between the square brackets to indicate that the drive has been selected. Now choose the ext4 or btrfs file system. You can create separate home partition. Then return back to the main menu. Now enable swap, then choose bootloader and select GRUB. If you want, you can install extra kernels, but for now, I will stick with the default one. After that, set the hostname as ArchLinux and set the password for the root user. Next, create a new user account and make sure to add it to the sudoers list for elevated privileges. Once it's done, scroll down and select Confirm and Exit. It's time to install the desktop environment. Select Profile and choose Desktop. ArchInstall offers a variety of options, but for this demonstration, we will choose Cosmic Desktop. Next, select the graphic drivers you want to install. If you have an Intel iGPU, choose Intel Open Source, and if you have AMD GPU, choose AMD. If you're using a brand new NVIDIA RTX graphics card, select proprietary drivers. Otherwise, use the default Navu driver. Next, enable Bluetooth in your applications and select Pipewire as your audio server. If you are installing it on a laptop, choose the power management and use the first option. Next, go to Network Configuration and select this option. Finally, set your time zone. And that's it. These are the only options you need to enable to make it work. Next, select Install and wait for a few minutes for the script to perform its magic. Once it's done, you will see a prompt for post-installation. Select this option to enter the chroot environment and start setting up your brand new Arch installation. It's time to install some GUI applications like Firefox, LibreOffice, and other essential packages. After that, exit the chroot environment. Once done, shut down the system by typing this command. And remove the USB drive. When you turn on your computer, you will see the GRUB menu. Now from there, you can boot into ArchLinux. And that's it, ArchLinux with Cosmic Desktop is now installed successfully. It's time to add the Windows boot entry to the GRUB boot menu. Now simply modify the GRUB configuration file using this command and set the default GRUB timeout to 15 seconds. Then scroll to the bottom and remove the hashtag from this line. If you don't set the OS prober value to false, GRUB won't be able to find the Windows Boot Manager. Once it's done, save the changes by pressing Ctrl+S and exit with Ctrl+X. Then inside Terminal, type this command to install OS prober. Now run this command to update GRUB. And you can see it found the Windows Boot Manager. Then reboot your system. Now you can use the GRUB menu to boot into Arch or Windows 11. And that's how you can quickly and easily install ArchLinux with Cosmic Desktop in just a few minutes using the Arch install script. So what do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe to see more content. Thank you so much for watching. This has been KSK Royal. I will see you in the next one.